What's going on there, fuckers? And welcome back to another exciting edition of them hard motherfucking feelings. I'm your host, the Bugman.
You just hear crawling.
I like the Bugman.
The Bugman's good.
It suits me a little bit.
I keep forgetting.
It started out as the big man, then it came to the Bugman.
I want to introduce it more to the public episodes, but I keep forgetting. Interior, you're the Bugman. Where's
I
the
am the Bugman. Choo-coo-coo-coo. My co-host doesn't have a nickname. Real lame-o.
Okay.
They call him the Exterminator.
And I'll kill myself.
Kevin Ryan, everybody.
What's up, gang? Shout out to the motherfucking...
Kevin James Ryan.
Yeah.
3 first names.
Shout out to the motherfucking
Triple
homie. Okay. All right. Oh, my bad. I should go by H. That's cool.
It is cool.
No, what's up? I'm H.
Did I ever tell you Maria
H
Heineck?
stands for hemorrhoid. What?
Maria Heineck made fun of me at an open mic?
No, but I wish I was there for it because his story stinks. I guess you had to be there.
I was fresh on the scene from Philly. And I was at an open mic. Half Moon Bay coffee shop somewhere in Brooklyn.
I think I remember that. Was that like a music mic too?
No.
Okay, sorry. Man, you really don't you?
No, it was an open mic at a coffee shop. We had the back room. It was on Tuesdays. 4 o'clock.
Real prime time hour. Man, we used this thing.
Doing those open mics that first year, I wanted to blow my fucking brains out.
I remember going to Otto's Shrunken Head. Do you remember that place?
It didn't work.
Yeah, I know. That was my opener every weekend.
Is that right? That's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Tuesdays with Stories, I probably would have killed myself a long time ago.
So it's you guys we have to blame. What did she say?
Who?
Maria.
Oh, she pulled my name out. She's like, H. Foley. She's like, God, why did it was every, because that's when Louis C.K. was popular.
Yeah, when he was popular. He's just struggling now. He's on like a fucking intergalactic tour at the moment.
They say it's his best hour. And she's like, why did guy comedians use their initials or something like that? I never told you this?
No, but I'm on her side.
So then
I know Maria.
So
obviously.
then I went, yeah, sweetheart. Very funny comic. She was right to make fun of me. So then
you didn't like that.
No.
You did not. If I know
I wasn't a fan of the scene at the time
if
either.
I know the Bugman.
No, the Bugman did not like it. My antennas were up. So I went later in the program.
Calling a swarm. Have this place crawling with locusts in a few minutes.
I get some weevils in here that'll turn this place upside down.
Because
I'm the Bugman.
Couple of roly-polies come rolling through here.
That'd scare you. You're like a silverfish?
Oh, yikes.
Anyway, I went later in the program, and I did my set, you know what I mean? But I had this in my pocket. And I was like, oh, by the way, about my name. My name comes from, I was named after my grandfather. My dad had this wooden plaque that my cousin made that hung over his thing. And
an open mic? A comedy open mic?
And then I told this fake story about my dad's buddy dying in his arms in Vietnam. And he said, if you ever have a kid that grows up to be a comedian, make sure he uses H. Foley. And if some broad starts running her mouth at an open mic, tell her to mind her own fucking business. Murdered.
Wow.
No, murdered.
Real.
Whole place went nuts.
Is this reality murder or
This
H.
is
Foley
reality murder.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is not broadcasting me and you murdered.
Nope. Murdered. Killed.
How many people were there?
About 20.
Okay.
All comics. Get them laugh.
You're comic. You are. Hey, favorite comedians.
And
favorite
from that
comedian.
day on, I was accepted into their ranks. And the rest, as they say, was history.
I remember early on. So the open mic game was a bit of a system you had to work. It was a game.
Oh, what, do you tell war stories now trying to one-up me?
This is what it's like, gang. What it's like. You know, we have an hour to fill. You share a story. I share a story.
I had an action-packed weekend, dickhead.
Okay, we'll get into that. But it was at the Alligator Lounge. Remember that place on 14th? Well, no, maybe.
Is that the place that sold pizzas?
Yeah, you bought a beer, you got a free pizza.
I tell you, anywhere there was a pizza, this guy found it.
Oh, really? Guy who's fucking 488 pounds?
I'm not 488 pounds.
What do you? Okay, all right, moving on. I'm not gonna be that guy.
I am not 488 pounds.
I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm moving on. Trav, hit me.
If I lose 15, I'll be around there.
to retract that.
Yes. Fact check that.
Redact that.
Call him out. Trav. Fenderberg.
Yeah, so for the listener, Foley doesn't. How long has Trav worked for us? 3 years? At least?
At least 2.
At least 2 years. Coming up on 3 years, I would argue. Foley does not know.
I don't know Ryan's real last name.
You don't know his last name. You don't know Trav's last name. But before this, you were going, I'm Trav's real friend.
You're my boy. We're going to go see Superman together, aren't we? Tickets are on me, Trav. I'll get the popcorn, the whole 9 yards.
Before he was paying for both of you to go?
No.
Okay.
We're going to go see it together, and you can't come.
That's all right.
Luke, you're more than welcome to come.
Thank you.
I don't want you there.
What's Luke's name?
Francis Dempsey.
There you go. What number?
3rd.
Nope.
2nd.
4th.
Nope.
7th.
Nope.
6th.
Nope.
Who gives a shit? The 5th.
Yeah.
The 5th.
Louis Francis Dempsey the 5th.
Yeah, God. Man. Goes all the way back, doesn't it?
I'm doing all right.
Did you come over on the Mayflower? My
Yeah,
cousin
down below.
My cousin by marriage, she always tells people that her family came over on the Mayflower.
Okay.
Yeah.
No Irish person.
Sucking cock.
More like the silver bullet train, huh? The chores.
I got
I like that. There you go. So go ahead. So you're at an open
No,
mic.
I don't want to tell this story.
Yeah, you're at an open mic at the Alligator Lounge.
You were there, probably.
Sure I was.
Knee deep in pizzas.
I never had pizza from there. Excuse me.
But you would buy a beer, you get a free pizza.
Yeah.
A little personal banger.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Scratching my ankle.
Oh, God.
Oh.
And we're back.
You have to cut.
I
I didn't get it. Oh, there it is. Sometimes I think I have bed bugs.
You've been bugged me.
That's how I got my superpowers.
Bit by 5,000 bed bugs at the same time. No, whatever. And I was, I remember putting my name in, and then, like, you put your name in the bucket. Remember, that was a bucket. So you put, everybody writes on a little piece of paper, but they would rig the bucket.
For their fucking dickhead buddies.
Yeah, and I didn't know.
They all sucked.
Well, this one, it was good, ended up being a friend of ours, done the show, Suba Argawal.
Suba ran it.
No, but Suba popped in and then just like
Suba was the king of open mics.
Suba was the fucking. She was hot. She would do 50 mics a week.
Yeah.
Everybody loved her. She was very funny, very hardworking. So
Yeah.
people would go like, "Okay, Suba, you can pop in and go up."
Always.
Because she was such a mover and shaker.
She always moving and shaking.
Based on her merit, not anything.
Unlike you.
Okay, sure.
Just hard feelings.
Sure.
Hey, pal.
I got nothing but love for you.
I love you too.
Mm-hmm.
See you bitten off my wooder.
Wooder, you bitten off my wooder. There was one word you said correctly in there, and it was off.
I don't trust the pH in this.
You have fecal matter in your pants at the moment. You don't trust the pH.
How do you know?
Actually,
How dare you?
You're not wearing underwear, so
I'm not.
that's probably on me too.
It's not about
Thin
me.
layer of gabardine. Whatever, but that was when I realized
Go ahead.
that the fix was in and they weren't pulling up. They weren't going by the honor system because it was like I don't want to name his name, but whatever. It was and I remember going, "Oh, fuck this guy."
Those were always so scary.
Because it was like him and like the first 18 people were all his bullies and then all left.
Yeah.
And then they would go up early and leave, and then it was me fucking 6 pizza and 6 beers deep.
And what those comics didn't realize at the time is that they had two deranged psychopaths. And
how you done?
the lists started back then.
It did, and I still don't like the guy. I was trashing him this weekend.
Yeah.
That one brought his name up. I said,
They
"Fuck that."
they don't even think that we remember it.
They don't. They think we're friends. I see. They go, "Hey, how you doing?" I go, "You had no close to doubt. How close you are to death, my friend."
made fun of me for having a 4th slice. I'll kill you.
I also imagine it taking you like 8 months to figure it out. Like, way too long.
Took me a while. I was like sitting there. I was just like,
Wait a minute.
again? Again, the same 14 people went up in a row
They'd all come
and
in
left
with,
me.
They'd all come in with their pens and their notebooks, bouncing jokes off each other.
I remember being.
Where you at now? Some of them doing very well.
Some of them are on TV shows.
They're actually all great guys.
I just remember going like, whatever. Okay, hey, it's the system. It is what it is. We've ran shows in Philly. I get how that works. It's whatever. But
We did it honorably, though.
Then they would all leave, and you would just have to fucking. So now I'm like up there delivering jokes to like fucking Ryan D and Scary Jerry, and I got fucking nothing going on. And like they're like, it's just you and the mutants at table 9 left. And I'm going, I'm a goddamn fucking working comedian here.
Is that our first mention of Scary Jerry?
Yes, I think so.
Gang.
We'll pitch it to so as you know, you've met Ryan D. Ryan D is a long-term buddy of ours. Started off doing open mics and stuff with him, banging our way through the village and the East Village at that as well. Multiple different sectors of the village.
And Ryan D had a crew of flunkies.
Yeah.
That
So Ryan was like our straggler guy, and then then Ryan introduced. He would always he would show up with the most ragtag bunch of guys.
Yeah. Asian Phil and Scary Jerry.
Asian Phil and Scary Jerry.
Yeah.
And Scary Jerry is
a character.
One of the most. I mean, we've known him for We've known him for a decade. The whole time we've been in New York, he's been in our lives.
Sure.
We were, and Ryan still hangs out with him a good amount. Ryan still sees him, I would argue, weekly. They talk, whatever.
They're boys.
They're boys, so he was sharing some Scary Jerry stories with us where we were like, we have him on the show or not as a, we'll probably have him on a Patreon episode. That's the idea we're kicking around, is to introduce Scary Jerry. I haven't seen him in a long time.
No, but he's still Jerry.
He's still scary.
Still scary. An interesting fellow, an interesting mix of garbage.
Yeah, very
truly
much so.
someone that could be studied by aliens.
Yes, very
in the near distant
very
future.
unique, specific kind of boy.
Yes, yes, an interesting subject.
That's all I would say. So maybe one day soon you'll get to meet Scary Jerry.
Is that the rest of the story at the Alligator Lounge?
Yeah, it was just me realizing the fix was in.
And I think that's a pubic hair, to be honest with you.
Don't look at me,
Luke.
Your fly's down.
and
you're not wearing underwear.
You keep it shaved, so I know it's not you.
I'm hairless.
Ew. Are you?
Does that gross you out and turn you on? You tell me, Chubsy.
Grosses me out and turns me on.
That's what turns me on. I'm so grossed out.
I like it weird.
Yeah.
Should we get into the weekend?
Sure. I got one or two little things that I want to. This was maybe last week. I forgot to bring it up. It was insane.
Mm-hmm.
We're leaving here one night. I call up my Uber, right? Guy's out front waiting.
Sure.
And it was a few minutes or whatever. I was like, maybe we were waiting to take, whatever. We're all leaving.
It's scary down there, doesn't it?
No.
Oh.
Scary. And I get in the car, right? Older Asian man.
Okay.
Like a SUV.
I've seen him.
And I was a little longer. I think like I pull up and maybe he was expecting me to be right there, but we were up here and just whatever. It took like maybe 3 minutes to get down there. So I get in, and did you ever get in? The vibes are weird. Like I just got in. I'm like, he's acting weird. He like moved around real quick, and I'm like, what the fuck? And is
he jerking off?
No, he was peeing in a bottle.
Oh.
Which they do. They pee in bottles and then pull over and dump it out. That's my suspicion because I saw a bottle get shoved into the side real quick, and he was fixing his Jimmy.
And you know a bottle of Riptide Rush when you see it, and it ain't Yeller.
Yeah. And I was like, what? But it took me a minute. We started pulling. I'm like, this motherfucker was just peeing in here. I felt so violated.
Did it smell like pee in the car?
But then I started thinking, I'm like, that's pee. But I was in my head at that point.
Yeah.
And then I go.
Probably drinks a lot of green tea. It's probably flushed out.
Sure, yeah. He's probably, it's probably all antioxidants.
Sure. A little ginseng.
But it was just one of those things where I'm like, that doesn't feel right. But I just rolled with it. And hey,
wow.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. I've been in a public restroom.
Sure. Did you get a look at the piece?
Nah, he was, I think, because, what happened was I was walking across. I was waiting for the cars to pass, and I went like this. And that's when I saw him frantic. I think he had to cut it off midstream and put a cork in his pecker.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Man, I would have fucking bugged out. I would have got out.
I mean,
Got in the front seat.
Hey, Vito.
Vito.
So let's get into this big weekend you had. I heard big weekend, a lot of plans. I had some plans with you that you fell through, didn't connect, didn't really. Hard feelings is, aside, that's not how you handle canceling plans on a man.
I'm sorry? You're saying I didn't do it right?
I would feel that way, yeah.
Really?
Yes.
You think me saying, hey, I'm in, and then a couple hours before saying, hey, I can't make it?
Well, it wasn't until I texted you, what time are you going?
Uh-huh.
So a friend of ours was having people over, texting me and Foley in a group chat.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right, I was in the chat. Hey, what time? Oh, cool, sounds good. So then noon we're supposed to be there at 3, maybe 11 or noon rolls around or something like that. No word from you that you're not going, which I feel as a friend, if you know 3 hours before you're supposed to be.
I knew the week earlier.
Yeah, then why don't you tell me?
I don't know.
Yeah, because that's bad when you're lying to him and me.
I'm not lying.
You knew you weren't going and saying
I have
you're going.
every intention on going. I want to go. But then when it, push comes to shove, I don't know. Something, they don't want me there or something like that goes through my head.
You mean okay, yeah, but it's like we made the plans with you.
Right.
We were weighing in the options. The three of us made the plans.
Mm-hmm.
That was because of the three of us.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you think?
100%.
Huh.
It was me, you, and him was the impetus of this thing.
Right.
And then I think you're going the whole time. You don't indicate that you're not going. So then I think it was like 12:45 something. I was like, hey, I'm like getting ready. I'm mapping out, all right, I'm leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, what time you going? And then you lied. You went, I'm not sure if I'm going to make it, which when I heard that, I was pretty sure you were sure you weren't going to make it.
I had a lot going on.
And I go, what are you doing? And it gets back to this thing, which we were breaking your balls. I think the last 2 weeks, you're like, I got a lot of stuff to do around the apartment. And I hate you with an LOL, which lets you know Kippy don't play that shit.
Right.
Yeah. I left it at that. I think I called you gay and then said LOL.
Something like that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what was the big to do? Because one of the things you needed to do was get a grill, which we've just found out you did not do.
No. I didn't get the grill yet.
Mm-hmm.
Need to do laundry.
You didn't do laundry.
I did do laundry.
No, you didn't, because you're in pants right now because you don't have underwear.
Okay.
Because you said I didn't do laundry. So you didn't do laundry.
Slow down. I didn't do clothes. I did the beddings. The beddings are done.
You have 2 beds.
Yeah. So you got to wash the duvet covers individually. Then you have to wash the blankets individually, and then all the sheets.
Okay. You had 4 days.
Right. I didn't just do laundry.
I'm asking what else you did. You started off with laundry. That's I'll give you 4 hours.
This weekend?
Who were you?
So my girl, she was away again. And, I was home with the cat. So I got to watch the cat.
No, you don't have to watch. You don't have to sit there and actively watch. I'm sorry. This is some
The
tough
cat's
love.
got-
I'm
the-
putting my foot down
The
on
cat's
this.
got to be fed twice a day.
Okay. So I have a dog
Yeah.
who needs to be walked 3 or 4 times a day.
Right.
I have a fucking 100-month pregnant wife who can't do it. I'm doing it all.
Okay. What's your point?
That your excuses are not. You have to watch the cat. Who's watching the cat right now? No one. No one's home.
There's somebody there.
Who?
Travis.
Travis. What's his last name?
Travis over there.
Okay.
He's over there. Thanks, Trav, for watching the cat.
I'm sorry. I got to put my foot down. These bull cocky lies ain't going to work.
They're
no
not
more.
bull cocky lies.
It
So
ain't the bull cocky truth.
okay. So yeah. So yeah.
I know you're dead. You're dead to rights. Everybody knows.
I flaked out on the event. All right. Whatever. I procrastinated a little bit this weekend, but I had a nice weekend by myself. I did a lot of cleaning. I did a lot of organizing. I threw out a lot of clothes. I read a script. I watched some movies. I got some good night's sleeps. Saturday and Monday morning, I went to the gym. Okay, didn't go Friday or Sunday, but I went and did my little old workout that I used to do, my weightlifting and stuff like that.
Shake weight.
Yeah, I did that.
Arouses you.
I ate well. I got good night's sleeps. I was just kind of doing my thing. this weekend.
Okay.
That's what I did. I did the laundry. I threw some stuff out. I started cleaning up the upstairs again. Moving some stuff around.
I mean, I'm going to sound like a dick. You listed 5 hours of stuff out of 100 hours.
I'm doing it at my pace.
That pace doesn't work for anybody. You're not getting that? Like, you got to get out of this.
I'm allowed to what? I can't be at my house?
Not for fucking 5 days straight. You shouldn't be at your house. You should be up doing more stuff, socializing.
I was out.
Where'd you go?
I had to go to the store. Went to CVS.
Okay. Bought condoms. Fingered my asshole.
That's funny. I did do that Thursday night.
I'm sore as shit back there. Okay, yeah, we just choose to see it differently, I guess.
So the one thing I did do, so one issue is, so there's a couple of things that I have to get done.
Which we've already found out you did not get done.
There's a slab upstairs, okay?
Slab of bacon.
I took care of that. There's a slab upstairs that's crooked. So that's got to get fixed, all right? Then down.
Are you doing that?
You can't fix that.
No, I know. No, I can't.
So what are you doing? Who's doing that?
Super.
Okay.
But he kept canceling on me.
Okay.
So the other thing,
I thought he was there last week fixing stuff.
he was, but the plumber wasn't there that day.
The plumber's got to fix the slab?
No, he was supposed to do that. He didn't do it.
Okay. So this guy sucks too.
We all kind of suck.
I'm picking up on that. You got a fucking bozo team trying to do. I just picture another fat ass motherfucker. Yeah. You guys laying there eating chips, not fucking working on anything. That's what I picture. You're both canceling plans with your best friends. You know what? I can't make it. I got stuff to do. I did the sheets.
I did do the sheets. What'd you do?
I did everything.
What?
Our house is our apartment is completely ready for the baby. Packed.
So's mine. Mine's all organized and clean except for a couple of things.
All of your underwear. None of that is clean. And you even said you threw out clothes probably because you didn't want to do the laundry.
What are you laughing at?
I'm killing with Diesel.
Fucking Diesel's peeking in. Go hang out Scary Jerry.
Tough love, baby. Tough love. Well, I just perspective-wise, I understand you're going through some stuff.
I'm not going through some stuff anymore. I'm on the mends. Everything's cool. I'm doing good.
All right.
Things are good.
I would argue the amount of stuff you did over the weekend.
I had a nice, relaxing weekend at my home. I went out. I did some stuff. I went to Home Depot. All right.
What'd you get at Home Depot?
I got a snake, and I got some drain cleaner.
Why didn't you buy the grill when you were at Home Depot?
It was too much of a project.
You were there.
I didn't have the car.
Well, why? That would be my next question. Why? You're going to Home Depot.
The missus had the car.
Oh.
What kind of Uber did you take?
It was a Highlander.
Pretty big car.
That is a pretty big car.
I guess
they also have delivery.
Yeah, I didn't think of it. I do things compartmentalized.
No, you do things smartedly. And I'm sorry, I have to try to fix it. It's insane. It's proper insane the way you conduct
I
life.
wasn't there yet. I wasn't focused on that yet. So I went to Home Depot.
First of all, you've been trying to buy a grill since you moved into this apartment.
That's not true. I have a grill.
Then why are you buying a new one?
Because that one stinks. It's electric, and I got people coming to the house.
Woogie.
And I gotta move some. I
gotta move some diesels. I got some dogs that need to get on the grill.
I'm trying to get a grill to save a little money when everybody's here. So we're cooking out and stuff like that. We're not doing fancy dinners.
Didn't you just say you spent like $3,000 on Yankees tickets and you're worried about saving money? I can't get whatever point you try to make. You've conversely told me the other point.
Well, you can only do one thing. I'm not spending that money on Yankees tickets and then doing a bunch of big dinners too. We're gonna eat at home. Family.
Okay.
Plus, her mom will do a lot of the cooking.
Hey, there you go.
There's always something going.
It's all hibachi.
There's always something going. Just cooking. It's great.
Okay.
Healthy stuff, too. Asian food.
Yeah.
Tempura.
A lot of rice.
A lot of rice. So one of the issues is there's something clogged up in the tub.
This has been going on a minute. You have to hold on. I'm not breaking your balls aside. This thing's been snaked. There's been plumbers, there's been supers. There's been super bad plumber. Everybody, it sounds like everybody but fucking Super Mario Brothers have gone down his pipe.
Well, they checked them off the list because I took a shot at it yesterday, and that was a mistake. It was a big mistake.
What'd you do?
I went to Home Depot. I got a snake, and I got this drain cleaner that's supposed to be like the serious business.
Did you buy any of them snacks at the checkout? Because I'll do that because you don't feel like they should be there, and then they're there. I think I got you dead on. I think you got some Rolos or something, didn't you, fat ass? They always got something where you go, I haven't seen this in a minute, and it feels so out of place. It's that same thing at a Staples. You're like, oh, treats.
They got Rolos and the movie-sized Twizzlers.
You can't tell me shit, dog. Can't say no. All right.
And I got my own gun.
What? Oh, yeah. I'm fucking... I feel this is always... I was talking to Diesel about this. I feel so cool when I'm doing other people's jobs. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
If I'm ever like... That's why I like being like backstage at a...
I'll jump over here.
I
go grab that grill.
Snake my drain. I feel like cool. I always... When people get to go other places... I was like, when I was working for my dad, we'd be at like... Even if it was like an Acme, but I get to go in the back and up on the roof. It's like that. I like that.
Yeah.
That fucking covert access.
It's a good feeling.
Like, deep, deep, deep.
And I know you're busting my balls, and I know socially I haven't been that great, but I have been making strides personally on my own. I have, and I had a good weekend. I look back on this weekend, and I'm pretty proud of it, to be honest with you. I did do a lot of stuff around the house. I did go to fucking Home Depot. I did run some errands. I did spend some time with myself. I did some thinking. I read a script. How long do you think it took me to read that script?
I don't know. How long is it?
It took me fucking 3 days. You know how dumb I am?
Yeah.
Do you know how?
I don't know. Have you seen the show?
Do you know how long it takes me to read something? I had to literally break it up into 2 hours a day, where I sat for 2 hours and read it every day.
Okay.
It's the first time I read something all the way through, from beginning to end. I snuck and read the back first. Sure. See how things end up for me. See what kind of sex scenes we're looking at.
Sure.
There are none.
Okay.
All right. Tell me. So anywho, I go over to Home Depot. No snacks. I get a snake and I get the drain cleaner. I bring that back to the house.
You don't just say you went and got you bring it back to the house is not a thing in the list of what you did that day. It is understood. You went to the store, whatever you bought at the store, you brought back to the house.
Right.
You list that shit to make it sound like you're doing stuff, and I will not stand for it.
Fair enough.
The buck stops here.
Okay.
Then I had to open my door and push the button on the elevator, and you know that gets stuck sometimes. Then I got to get out. I got to find my keys. I jiggle the key. I don't know what key it is.
You know, I met this morning, I met a pretty cool guy that lives on my floor. Guy Francisco, real good looking, real outgoing guy.
Mm-hmm.
He me'd me in the elevator.
What's that mean?
Like normally I'd be like, hey, how are you? You know what I mean? Whatever. In the elevator.
Sure. He
did that to me. He's like, I'm Francisco, by the way. I live in whatever. And I'm like, oh, I'm Henry. I live whatever. And he's like, I was like, he took me so.
You're the man with all the Uber Eats. How many people live in your apartment?
He took me by surprise because he goes, I live in, whatever. And he's like, where do you live? And it took me a second to remember what my apartment number was. And he's like, I'm guessing since you couldn't remember the name of the apartment that you just moved in. Now, the back of my head, I'm like, is this guy an asset? Like, what? Is he pulling some CIA mind trick on me or something like that?
No, he's talking to a 50-year-old man who can't remember what apartment he's in. He's going, I hope you just moved in. Otherwise, you need a helmet on.
I said I was tired. I was like, I am tired. Sorry.
I read 9 pages today.
No, it was like a 140-page script. Long. The feature.
They have crazy page breaks in those.
Huh?
There's like 30 words a page.
No, that's not true.
It was a 140-minute feature?
Yeah. That's right.
What, okay.
These special effects are probably get 145.
A lot of character description in that 90-minute.
What are you talking about? That's hard for me. I haven't read in a long time.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
I'm not.
Dick.
Tough love. This is boot camp Kippy. Now listen, when this kid comes, I'm cutting the cord.
I don't need boot camp, Kippy, and you take care of the kid. I'll take care of myself. I am taking care of myself. You paint me at this picture like I'm some loser, which I'm not.
No, you're a real cool guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to fucking do me. A little solitude. Think, get my head straight. Working on me.
Okay, man.
All right?
Sure.
I ain't getting any Uber Eats. So anyway, so I get back from Home Depot. I got all this stuff with me. I go upstairs.
You go upstairs. Yeah, you open the door. You go upstairs. Listen, you guy, knock it off.
So the tub is what's wrong with it. So there's hair clogged in there somewhere. All right? But then also the last time they fixed it, they took the stopper out. And it's this weird like tooth looking thing that goes in and up to the drain, up to the what's it called? The access thing, the spillage thing.
The clean out.
That's what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
What's it for, by the way? So the tub don't overflow?
It's yeah, sometimes, but a lot of times a clean out you can open that up and then get into the pipe.
Here
yeah,
we
the
go.
clean out. Yeah, it's to clean out the pipe.
So when I was trying to go in through the thing on the floor of the tub, I wasn't hitting anything. And I had a pretty long snake, and it has that thing on the
I
end.
bet you do. Huh? That's what they all say. I work the walls. Can't get the clog, work the walls. Use your tongue. You're down. You're licking the clean out.
Rubbing it with my finger.
Uh-huh.
Anyway. So I get nothing. So it's getting a little late.
Can I ask a genuine, honest answer? How long is that first try? Because I know, and I'm not, this isn't me. This is me knowing how long I would try that. And also me knowing you. And I'm more on your side with it. How long is that first try, Jen? Are you at it for 20 minutes or you give it 90 seconds? Or
No. I mean, it didn't hit anything. It went in and it wasn't hitting anything.
Okay.
And then when I cranked the thing and pulled it out, nothing came out except for like a little brown water. Like it looked like grease or something like that. So I remembered the last time that they were in there fixing it, that he took that thing off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, it's one screw. How bad could this be? So I go and get the drill, take that thing off. There's 4 more screws under there and like another plate. And I'm like, fuck. And everything's all rusted. The one screw's like ripped away, like, what's it called?
Stripped.
Yes. But the drill, I have a fat head on the drill. That took care of it. So I got that off. And then I went down that way and still nothing. So now it's all taken apart. I have the drain cleaner in there, which I didn't realize it says 6 to 8 hours. She's going to be home any minute. All right. I still have the sheets from our bed in the dryer. All right.
So you're behind the 8 ball on the chores is what you're saying.
I'm a little behind the 8 ball.
She got back on Sunday.
Yeah.
This shit, this isn't me saying, she was expecting
No, she
this
said the
stuff
same thing.
to be done Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Right, if I had to guess.
I mean,
at this point,
she don't know about the script, though.
5,000 pages. Was it fucking... Is the new Hobbit movie? The fuck? You're...
I'm taking over Kate Blanchett's part.
Being the guy, I've been in this position. You're going... I always curse myself. Why the fuck didn't I do this earlier?
Why the fuck didn't I do
Because now
this
you got to dig out. You got to... She's going to be upset about one of the things. One of the things is really... Because you can only lie about... I've been working at this drain for... That you can buy because there's no real... She don't know when you started. She don't know how many fucking attempts you did.
And I wasn't even...
The sheets in the dryer is a bad look.
I wasn't even supposed to do this. I thought I was taking the initiative. It's like I've been trying to get the super up there for how many weeks? All right? He's supposed to come on Wednesday. And like, someday I was like, just go. Why don't you do it? You got nothing to do. Go and take a shot at it. I thought I was fucking, taking the initiative. But I fucked it up. I couldn't get the screws back on.
Oh, yeah.
And I just got all these metal parts in the tub. And I was plunging the tub. So now the tub's filthy. The sheets aren't done. So I'm like, as long as she comes home and doesn't want to take a hot shower or lay down, I'm good.
Which, after a long, arduous journey, people love to hit the treadmill. She wants to take her little shoesies off get a nice hot shower going, lay in bed.
Yeah.
That's not possible for what I'm picking up.
No. And it takes a lot
You got
longer.
2 bathrooms or 1?
1. It's nice, though.
Doesn't sound it. I gotta be honest with you. Sounds like a fucking porta potty.
It's a nice
Which,
joint.
you use this bathroom a lot. If I can extrapolate what I've learned about this bathroom,
I had already cleaned the
to your
entire
bathroom, it still smells like urine.
No,
it smells like a homeless person.
I
in
had
there.
already cleaned the entire bathroom.
It still smells.
Not that one. I haven't touched that.
I know, but Diesel cleans that one, and it still smells. You put a lot of pee out there and don't get it immediately. That stuff lingers. Do you have to? Like goddamn cranberries.
I really cleaned the bathroom, and I really cleaned.
Is that the cranberries?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you done with behind the music? I'm tanking over here.
I know, and I have a lot of joy in it. Fucking.
So I can't get this one screw back on.
God damn it! How much is that in? Fuck! God! Shit! Just screws falling down the drain and shit.
It's funny you mentioned
Yeah,
that. Okay,
I
so
know it all.
I got a hole, big hole in the drain.
Family owns a plumbing company. You know how many fucking screws I drop down?
So when I take that first screw off, I'm like, all I got to do is not let this fucking thing fall. But it's all wet and it's slippery, and it took a lot of pressure to undo it. But once you undid it once,
She comes out.
it slid right out.
Well, those are just like surface level. Those are like finishing screws. That's not.
So when I pulled the screwdriver out, that thing fell right in the hole. But it's not that deep. So I had to go in there digging to get it out. And I got it caught underneath something. So that took me a while to get that out of there. And now I got that.
Till my lunch came. You got to stop and take. I'm guaranteed. The union guarantees me an hour lunch break and 4 cigarette breaks.
I'm not smoking. So, yeah, so then the bird got home.
What ballpark hour is this?
It's maybe 10 o'clock.
At night? Oh, no, you are jammed the fuck up, dude. You don't have the bed made at 10 o'clock at night, and you're dropping screws down
I had
the
the
drain?
sheet on it. I had the fitted sheet on it.
Dude, doing a
But it
duvet.
turns
Doing a duvet at 10 o'clock at night fucking sucks. Me and my wife get in so many fights.
Oh, my God.
Sunday night duvet cover, I'd blow my fucking brains out.
Whatever fucking dickhead invented the duvet cover
It
should
sucks.
be taken out and have their fucking head
You
chopped
didn't grow up
off.
with duvet covers, did you?
Get the blankets, motherfucker.
Yeah, comforters.
Blankets.
Yeah.
We never had comforters. It was always blankets.
We had the real thin ones.
The first comforters we talked about, were the ones that had the shredded plastic in it.
Ours
Like
were
the
just,
wired plastic.
Yeah, ours were like
The
foam.
shitty ones.
Yeah.
This is like,
That they do, they wouldn't even fall around you.
no.
They would stay up.
No.
You really had to wrap your feet up
Oh.
to create a barrier.
And the wind would whip right through that shit. Yeah,
It was like a brawny paper towel. Those things stunk.
but this is, and I like the feel of a nice comforter without a duvet, because it's nice and cool. When you lift it up and it goes between your legs and you put it down, you get that nice and cool feeling to rub your piggies together as you're going night-night.
So this is your excuse of, I love a non-finished
That's
duvet.
not an excuse. I genuinely like that. And plus, all the hot chicks.
Did you try to sell that to her at 10 o'clock at night?
I tried to sell this to her when we moved into the house.
It wasn't, just so you know.
But the duvet cover that she has is really soft, and that's real cozy.
So you got to get your arms in there. You got to
Ah.
tie it around the corner. I literally look at my wife every time and I go, I want to kill myself.
She
And I
starts
can't
yelling
figure
at
it
me.
out. And she starts she laughs at me, and that Kippy don't like that.
I do it good. She don't do it good.
Mm-hmm.
She always gets it screwed up. What I get messed up is the fitted sheet, because it's a California King, so it's kind of a square. So you can't really, like on regular beds, when if you do it if you do the fitted sheet the wrong way, you know right away because it just doesn't reach across. This one kind of does. So I fucked that up.
You can always tell by the tag, though. There's got to be something.
There's one tag on it. It says bread or something on it. I don't know what it says on it.
All
I
carbs
thought
in
it was supposed to be at the bottom, but mine was on the side. So I put that on wrong. When we
Big
got-
weekend you had, huh?
It's a big weekend.
It's
Yeah,
10
doing-
o'clock and you don't even have the fitted sheet right.
Fitted sheet's wrong at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Duvet, no go.
The bathtub looks like C-3PO. It's just fucking just metal everywhere.
How much time's left on that dryer?
It's been done for about 8 hours, if I had to guess.
Well, here's the thing. All right. You put all those...
It's not like she walked in and went, bam, perfectly warm blanket for my baby.
No, it was. I'm not an idiot. I know that if it was bone dry, I would have hit it again. I hit it a couple of times, but I had to because again, these fucking duvet covers, they get mixed up with the sheets, and it looks like a head in a duffel bag.
I know. It's like they're breaking out of jail with these things. They're making a rope.
Fucking crazy.
I had to do it this morning.
I don't understand what happens in the dryer, how it gets tied up like that.
And then the middle's wet.
And then I got to pull it out, and I got to fucking undo it like I'm a hobo in the back of a train to try to get the fucking pillowcases out of there. Put that back in, start drying that. But I got all the stuff back on minus this one screw, which she still doesn't know about because I couldn't find it. I'm going to blame the super when he comes on Wednesday.
Sorry, this is a fucking setup job you're doing on this guy. This poor bastard.
Yeah.
Now you got Diesel involved in on that, too.
I got Diesel involved in it.
Got blood on his hands.
Yeah.
He played Patsy. I don't know. I wasn't even there.
Which I know a lot of that sounds pathetic to the real men out there. But, you know.
I mean, dude, there's guys listening who like, fucking, they're like pipe fitters. They work 8 hours. They come home. They got 4 kids. They put the kids to bed. You're losing a screw and lying to your wife about the sheets. Canceling plans with your friend.
She was not impressed with the script either.
A little pedestrian, she thought. A little redundant.
Yeah. But that's what I did. Oh, and then I told you a little bit of this outside. Excuse me. She gets back. Sorry. She gets back. Now, I don't understand this.
There's a lot you don't get.
I'm kind of a big wig in the building, I think.
Fabrizio didn't even know you.
Who's Fabrizio?
What's his name?
I didn't know him.
Well, I don't think he's claiming he's a bigwig.
Good looking kid. Cooler than me for sure. He definitely had his sheets done too.
Did.
Anyway.
Had to clean all the cum off him. I'm dumping clips.
This is how I worked my way around the...
I just picture this dude be a stud.
You assume he's having sex with my wife?
No.
No.
You are, but I'm not. I'm assuming,
You son of a bitch.
I'm assuming he's just having sex with a lot of ladies.
Yeah.
Or one lady who's very attractive.
I'm sure. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Or a lot of hot guys. Whatever it is, he sounds like he's fucking doing his job.
He seemed pretty good. He was kind of chewing something when he got in the elevator, and he kind of made it cool.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, you going
Like a protein bar or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, he really had me.
I kind of run a building. If you need anything, let me know. That's what he's saying to you. Meanwhile, you think you're a big wig in the building.
Well, I greased the
I'm
fucking...
the guy who fucks all the chicks in a building. If you see any broads move in, let me know.
Wait, I'm saying this or
No,
he's saying
He's
this?
saying that. Not you.
Yeah, well, I'd kind of do the grossing out in the building.
Make sure your Uber Eats drivers don't leave the food out front. I'm going to take it.
Oh, I didn't tell you this. I told you outside, but I slashed my fucking toe open.
Mm-hmm.
Deep. I probably should have went to the emergency room, but I didn't. I just sucked it up.
Real man like you.
Real man like me.
Was this in your contracting?
This is when I was making the bed. It's when I was making the bed. So our box spring has those metal things, and she's cut herself on it too. And I fucking dragged my foot across it, and you know it's weird.
You got a box spring?
A box spring.
Oh, you just
I have
said.
a box spring.
Really?
I have a metal box spring. Or no, it's wood now. It's the wooden slats.
That's not a box. Wait.
The box spring is the box spring, is the mattress under the mattress. That's the box spring.
Yeah. A lot of those are phased out.
No, I have one.
Huh.
Yeah. And then I have a metal frame, bed frame.
Like the one
You
from
have a
like
metal
that's like jail shit.
What's yours?
Wood.
cloth. Yeah, like
Cloth?
Wait, yours is cloth.
like,
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
headrest and
Yeah,
everything.
his is wood covered in cloth.
No, mine's old school.
You have? Is it on wheels?
Yeah.
No. That's what you got?
It's like a dorm room.
Yeah. It comes in 2 pieces and folds out, and you make the square and hook the hooks.
Yeah.
That's what you're banging on.
That's what I got.
What do you spend your money on?
That's crazy.
Helix sent it to me. I
Not-
think.
No.
Or maybe my mom sent it to us. Somebody sent it to us. Yeah, what do you got?
I got a wooden one.
A wooden one?
Uh-huh.
What do you mean a wooden one?
Like a nice, I'll show you what I got.
A wooden one? And you have the comfy thing all the way around.
Yeah.
I had that in my old apartment. Our rooms are small.
We have like this. You have a California king. Your room can't be that small.
It is.
Oh, man, you are a fucking dirtbag.
I can't fit on her side of the bed.
To get in?
I don't go in that way.
Yeah, but I'm saying to get in bed, you couldn't get in that bed?
I have to squeeze in between that and the air conditioning unit. And they have the cat tree at the foot.
I gotta get eyes on this apartment. It sounds like it's like where Kramer's boys live or something.
It's like those stairs where you go up and you're far
You
away.
keep coming. You can't tell if you're going up or down. Your whole apartment's an optical illusion.
I didn't know that was trashy.
A guy like, listen, I'm not judging it. I've had it, but yeah, I was shocked.
Slipped my foot open.
Yeah, that thing will get you.
And it was one of those. It was one of those things where you can't tell if it just hurt
Or it's bad.
Oh, and
there's like a minute of.
Dude,
I don't know.
That was right when she had gotten in. So that happens. I sit down and I can't get up because I'm just gushing blood, and I'll just get blood all over the carpet and all that stuff, and then I'll
Gotta do the sheets again.
Oh, God forbid. Gotta clean the carpets.
like I'm bleeding, like I'm heavily bleeding, and there's a huge chunk out of my toe.
Part of you think you're gonna bleed out? No one's there.
So I was praying for it.
You start drinking beers to thin your blood out.
I hop into a warm
Get
bath.
it, that too. Okay.
No, what I'm worried about is that I got to keep an eye on it. I don't want to get infected. Big guys that happens to. My toe gets infected. Next thing you know, they're chopping off my foot. I don't want that shit. Walking around like Davy Jones. Pirate? Anyway, I call her and I'm like, hey, how close are you? She's like, I just pulled in. I'm like, all right,
It's a
listen.
bloodbath up here. Save yourself, huh?
I said, you got to come up. I'm bleeding. And
Start looking for a pair of crutches or a wheelchair, something to really sell this why the chores aren't done. Babe, I don't want to ruin your trip.
I got those fake bullet holes all over the apartment.
Make it look like there's a burglary. You start ripping the drawers out, fucking dumping them and shit. Babe, it was a home invasion. I don't want to ruin your trip.
Punching myself in the. No, it wasn't like that. I couldn't get up. I didn't want to get blood everywhere. So she's like, somebody's parked in our parking spot. Again. That was my point.
Listen, this has been an ongoing thing, people parking in your spot.
Parking in my spot.
You think you're a big shot. You are the bitch of this place.
Bitch of the building.
Bitch of the build. You're the bottom bitch.
Well, this is what happened.
I'm getting passed around like a loose joint.
She gets upstairs. She's tending to my foot. I was like, just wrap it up so I can move. Because she's like, I can't park. So I'm like, just park right in front of him. Fuck him. Park right in front of him. And she's like, I have something else to tell you. And I'm like, what's up? She's like, no, it's nothing with us, but I think there's a dead cat downstairs. And she don't like that. Like a key cat in the parking garage. So she's like, it could have been sleeping, but it was in the middle of a parking spot.
A knife in its back.
Gun in its hand.
I did this.
And you know what sucks is I could have swore I heard a kitty cat meow from outside.
Just say cat.
I could have swore I heard a cat meow from outside on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if it was that cat like on its last legs. It was maybe like a year old. It was sad.
I don't know. Bad
'Cause
part of town like that, there's probably a lot of strays. Probably was on drugs or something. Got mixed up with the wrong crowd.
Bad part of town. Anyway, she's like, I hope it was sleeping.
Did that give you some distraction from the befuddled chores?
A little bit. I said, I'm going to go take care of the car. You finish making the bed.
Hey, you put on a pot of pasta or something for us. I'm famished. I've been eating all day. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's,
No, I had dinner waiting for her there because I figured she might be hungry.
Nice of you.
Some beef and some cabbage that I cooked up.
Very nice. Beef and cabbage. You on the Oregon Trail? Beef and cabbage.
Like Mushu. It had like a little Asian vibe to it. I had some soy sauce and some So it was nice.
Okay.
Some sliced steak and cabbage.
Okay.
I cooked down some onions. Delicious. Low cal.
Cooked down.
What? I did cook them down.
Cooked.
You tell me I didn't cook them down?
You could have just said cooked.
Whatever.
Cook them down like it's been this big thing.
So anyway, I go downstairs. Cat ain't sleeping. He's sprawled out. There's a sin. I don't know what to do. So then I get the car straightened out. I come back up. Some words were exchanged. She wasn't the happiest.
I don't necessarily.
But she was
blame her.
happy. She's like, "You did a lot. Thank you. It was appreciated. I just wish the bed would have been whatever." I apologize about that. I got the bathroom fixed up.
Except for the screw.
Except for that screw, but she don't know that. It's inside the one screw.
Okay, that's good.
I just took the screw from the inside, put it on the outside.
Sucker. You got a drywall screw in there.
It's a nail.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, so then this morning, 9 o'clock, Super's at the door about the car. He's like, "Sorry about that. The lady who normally parks, it was the car that was where the dead cat was. She
Parked
didn't
in
want
your spot.
Yeah, she don't want to park there." He's like, "I thought you guys were on vacation." It's always my fucking spot.
I know. A building bitch. That's what you are. A fucking building bitch. I got one of you. I abuse the shit out of him. Little building bitch.
Do you?
Yeah. Fucking flex on him and shit. Read his mail
Flex
before
on
he
me,
read-
pussy. What'd you say?
Read his mail before he does. I also had a very productive weekend. We have finally, I was telling Luke, we are finally 100% ready
For the baby.
for the babes. We have just because you have so many, it's
Why don't
boxes.
you come on over and finish these sheets for me?
I make my bed.
So much time on your hands.
Because there's just so many boxes of, there's fucking diapers and this and that and the stroller and the bassinet and the fucking this and that. Like, there's 100 things. And then it's all, you don't want to fucking, you just can't really open it. So we've had a spot in our kitchen, like a kitchenette or a breakfast area or whatever. There's like a little room next to it. Yeah, it's a room. Where it just been like, it had been
Is it in the kitchen?
So it's like the kitchen where you cook. And then
I got to get eyes on your place, too.
and then there's like a big room, probably a little smaller than like
Have
this.
I been in this
I
apartment?
don't think so.
For like a second, maybe.
I don't think so. That was the old one.
Yeah?
We did it, and we did an episode of Hard Feelings there. I remember you walked in and fucking started trashing it right away. Right away. I was so proud. First lease I got on myself, dude. I got on a lease myself in New York City. I felt like the king of the city.
No, not the one that you used to Airbnb out. I feel like I was in this one.
I don't think so.
Maybe you weren't there. Hey, nah. All right. I
rude.
apologize.
Pregnant wife.
Sorry for banging the table.
It's just like we finally got everything. Our bags are packed, or this or that. We're fucking, we're
You're
good.
ready to go.
And it's just, I walked in and went, everything's away. Everything's back, and there's a fucking stroller in the living room. That's just like part of
It's
the
ready to
furniture
go,
now.
yeah.
But that's like, I even got that out of the way. It's like off in a corner. We moved some stuff around. It's just like, and I went like, oh, this is good. And it's like about to get blown the fuck out, and it's just gonna be chaos. But it was nice to be like, oh, everything's away, everything's taken out of the boxes, everything's assembled, everything's in its place where it will be living moving forward.
Can I say this?
Sure.
And I'm just taking this from Cassidy's experience. I don't have any experience with babies.
Oh,
or
you
anything
don't?
Like that. No. I think in the beginning it stays pretty calm.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he's like running away or anything.
No.
Yeah. But the sleeping and the feeding, it's a lot of, yeah, but they're pretty much.
You guys are all ready to go.
For the most part, yeah.
Have you been thinking about it?
It's like hit me.
It's probably scary.
Yeah, I mean, it's not scary. It's very, you're about to do this thing that you can't. The closest thing I would argue is you can wrap your head around is a dog. But that's obvious. I'm not comparing the two, but it just.
No, I got you.
Oh, here's a new thing I have to take care of.
Times a billion.
Yeah, of course. And I remember Hans when I was a puppy, I wanted to fucking kill myself. We were like 3 days in. I'm like, this was a fucking mistake, dude. up all night. He's crying, was shitting all over the place. So, yeah, no, we're stoked though.
Why was he crying back then? I forget.
They do. It's all puppies. You're not allowed. Like if you can't leave them alone. They just cry. If you close your eyes, they start crying. It's fucking brutal. Sucked. I remember that little rat bastard, dude. We had him in that kitchen area, like in the whatever, and he would fall asleep. I'd have to be petting him, and he would fall asleep, and I would take my hand away super slow. I'd go like 1. I'd like count to 10, and pull it away, and then stand there, and I'd stand in front of him for like 2 minutes to make sure he doesn't wake up, and then I would crawl like I'd walk like a mannequin out of the way, and I'd turn, and I'd fucking have to loop around. I would go from me to Luke to like the couch, and it would take me 4 or 5 minutes, and I would be I'd be like this, and I'd get there, and I'd lay down, and I'd roll over and look over, and he would just be staring at me. I'm like, fuck! And he'd just start crying again.
Where's your fat ass
God
going?
damn it. I do have this is a new take. It's in the city all, now I'm like, we're just hunkered down, we're waiting, so me and the broad, some walks and this and that. It's a lot of time in the neighborhood.
Sure.
It's some beginning of summer, people are out and about, running around. I so don't want to raise a jerk-off teenager. Teenagers, all age, I think city teenagers are bigger jerk-offs than other teenagers.
They can be.
Especially New York. New York's whole thing is like, we're raised so like.
It's the crowd he runs with.
I know, but just like there's significantly more jerk-off teenagers in New York than I would argue.
But let me ask you this, just play devil's advocate.
Sure.
If I saw you and your cronies,
I'm not saying
I would have said, this is a jerk-off teenager, but you really weren't.
I was trying to be, yeah.
But if I saw you out in front of the pizza place with your skateboard buddies, you might be a dick. But if I came over to your house, you would be a different kid.
I wasn't. No. I would have represented like, oh, these kids are dickheads. Like if you saw me and Pat or, and whatever. But we weren't, right? Like I wasn't going to interact with you in a negative way. If I like cut in front of you on my skateboard, I would have been like, yeah, suck my dick. I'd be like, my bad. Oh, sorry about that. Like we were polite. But this fucking group of kids that I saw, and I think I saw while we were in the park, and I was just like, man, these kids fucking suck. Just like, they were like smoking. It's like a kid's park, and like you could just see all the parents being like, you guys are 15 or whatever. Like, there's all young kids here. Like, I don't care if you're smoking. Go under the bridge or something. You know what I mean? Like, there's this like
smoking dope.
Nah, cigs or whatever. I don't even know.
Kids are smoking cigs.
They were far away. New York kids ain't.
Oh yeah.
Kids are smoking cigs?
I would say less than it was probably if they're smoking. I
don't know.
Think,
they were
like,
on the other
weed,
side of the park, but you
yeah.
just saw like parents like grabbing their kids and like pulling them away, and you're just like, I'm like, did I been a dickhead? But it's like, just go. There's like woods and stuff. You got a fucking Riverside Park. I'll just fucking.
It's New York City.
Yeah,
sure.
Go hide in an alleyway or something. Or go on a roof. Like you can get on anybody's roof that you're hanging out at. Like all those apart. You can just go up on the roof and do whatever you want. I'm not even saying don't be a dickhead. Just and then
don't beat me up.
Sir, please.
Getting beat up by a kid would suck.
Oh my god.
I was like really mad at these kids.
There's a couple 50.
I would. There was like 3 of them where I was like, that's the one I would have to hit
first.
But you instantly go to jail.
He's big. He was bigger than me. He is bigger than me.
I don't think you're
big Irish head on, just like this fucking looked like a guy. Do what you would see on like First 48 or whatever, like Forensic Files, and they cut to like Jimmy O'Connor, and he's like, fucking the big like underbite and the overhang.
Probably getting hit at the house.
Probably. And listen, I get it.
You gotta remember that.
I get. Listen, I
gotta talk to these kids.
It's more of
outreach.
It's more of like
level with them on their level. Use terms like cap and no cap, and what's the haps and a vibe and stuff like that. They'll respect you for that.
Sure.
Ask them about Charlie XCH.
Mm-hmm.
XCX.
It's pronounced SEX.
Selena Carpenter. And the other one, Billy Relish.
You done with your dad jokes?
Yeah.
Johnny Hot Dogs.
I don't know him. Boone Benson. Kid that does the flips.
Benson Boone.
Right.
There you go. You'll fit right in with the kids.
Can I riz you kids up for a second here?
You guys see that Minecraft movie?
I know Jack Black.
I don't know Jack Black.
I know. You're lying to impress
Oh
them.
yeah, they wouldn't know that.
Sure. They probably also wouldn't know Jack Black by name.
You guys think Momoa's a dick too? Hey, he got $12 million for that movie. Jack Black got $3 million. I can't stand Momoa.
Okay.
Goofy ass motherfucker wearing those fucking Mad Hatter hats. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, be like you. Do 0 chores, piss your wife off.
I really can't say shit about anybody, can I?
No.
But I got it.
Um,
I gotta get my own house in order before I start talking shit.
Yeah. I don't know if you'll ever have your house in order. These are thoughts that I've been thinking more recently.
Really?
As you unravel, I think is the term.
I'm not unraveling, man. I'm good.
I don't think you're winding up.
I'm good. I'm good. I told you this. We had a low point. I'm coming out of it.
Sure. I think it's great.
Now back to you getting beat up by these kids.
No, but they started like fighting, like, you know, and dude, you're in a tight New
Started
York.
fighting?
Nah, like a rough house, grab ass. I'm like, you know, whatever. But they're fucking grown men. 2 of them are bigger than me. Like I said, like 2 big fucking, you know, they look like they belong on a farm in Nebraska. Like fucking.
Couple Irish meatheads.
Yeah, just some fucking yak. Like big fucking animals. And they're fucking, you know. And it's like because they're New Yorkers. It's like the UN. There's like an Asian kid with the like on the back of the big fucking Irish guy. There's a Dominican kid. Fucking, they're all, you know. It's cool to see because like I didn't grow up with that. It's just like they're all just like shitting on each other. It's great. But man, they're in like a ball now, and it's like we're going downhill. Like the sidewalk goes downhill. I'm waiting there. Nadine's going in. First of all, I'm trying to eat healthy, right? I'm trying. Fucking trying. Shooting up, I'm trying.
She's got to do with the kids. Right?
She goes, because we were stopped out front of a pizza place. She goes, can you run in and get me pizza? So we stop and get a coffee. I'm like, I'm going to get a coffee.
I've never heard of her eating pizza.
Oh, she loves a pizza.
She does.
Yeah.
Really?
I know it doesn't make sense, but she grew up in Germany. It's all fucking proper Italians. She lived, her last apartment was for 7 years was above.
What's she like, a slice of cheese, plain?
Well, they don't do the cheese over there.
Excuse me?
They don't do slices. It's all Neapolitan. Can't order a slice of pizza in Europe, really. It's mostly, you get like the individual pies.
There's no cheese on it, though?
They would call it Neapolitan. They wouldn't call it a cheese. You don't order a slice of cheese. I thought this was America. No, but she'll do it. She'll do it sleep. She don't like he ain't doing like a buffalo chick or.
She likes
a vodka slice. I got her on the vodka.
Classy lady.
But yeah, just typically a plain. Can you get me a plain slice? So I order coffee. She goes, I want to stop at the pizza.
All right,
place.
but you got to fight these kids.
So I stop at the pizza place, and I'm fiending. I'm like, I'm having a little bit of the saw. I'm hanging, so I'm like. Once you get it in you, you
can't smell that.
You're chasing a dragon.
A pizza place when you're hungry.
So I go, I'm grab a small coffee, take the edge off, skip lunch.
You down, it's burning hot.
It burned my mouth.
But you know they say that's really bad for you.
What?
To drink hot liquids, even when you don't realize it.
Yeah.
It gives you micro
plastics, wieners, penises.
It gives you micro lesions in your esophagus.
Sure.
That's another thing that's scary.
That doesn't really
worry
scare
about
me.
that shit.
And that one's you got other stuff to worry about.
The sheets, I know.
I know. My God,
they're
the
still
stuff.
not done.
They whatever. So she goes, so I'm sitting there and as I'm ordering the coffee, I'm like, don't get a slice, dude. Don't do it. You've been doing so good. You
getting a coffee at the pizza place?
No, I'm at a pizza place a few doors down, or a coffee place a few doors down. All right, give me a chicken parm. So I'm literally standing in the line at the pizza place. And I'm like, I'm all fucked up at the coffee shop. And I'm going, don't get pizza, dude. Don't do it. Fucking stay in the lane. You're doing great. Come on. don't fucking do it. And I'm going, it's the weekend. You can have. I'm devil and fucking angel on my shoulder, and I decide not to. After I'm talking, what seems like the 7-day war in my head or whatever.
You mean the one with Egypt and Israel?
I don't know. It was a long time, and they didn't like each other.
It's the 6-day war.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it felt like 7 up here. It was like you trying to read. So I get out, and she goes, "Can you run in and get me the pizza?" I said, "I can't. I can't go in there. I can't go into the fucking crack house and get you a vial of crack and come out and not take a little fucking little tootski myself." I said, "You're gonna have to."
He
go.
was out.
Kippy, what are you doing back there throwing the dough in the air? So I said, "You go in." So I'm waiting outside the pizza place, and then these guys, the fucking, the uptown boys come fucking rumbling and tumbling down the hill, jumping on and like they're picking up momentum. And this woman with a fucking newborn baby's coming out of the fucking thing. This mom cut into fucking mama bear and stinks. And like, they were going to tip over the fucking stroller. Like, proper, dude, she fucking threw herself into the melee. And she fell, and like, they hop up and I'm like, God, like, I'm trying to like.
Did they say sorry?
One did. Sorry about them. And I'm like, that's a good kid. The other's like, oh, you stupid. Oh, it's his fault. It's his fault. Like, and I'm like, you almost just fucking tossed a baby onto the New York City sidewalk. Like an infant.
You said you yelled something?
No, because then I'm the guy, getting beat up. I don't even get my slate. I thought about hitting the one with a coffee. That was going to be my move.
Whoa, Jesus Christ.
I lose. If that was going to turn on me, I'm not fighting these kids fair.
I don't.
What are you, nuts? No way.
It's a nice coffee.
Ooh, that's a little hot.
I think in most situations, an authority figure, if you didn't go at them as a tough guy.
I don't see myself as an authority figure. That's
if you said, guys, what are you doing, man? She's got a baby. Knock it off. They're not going to try to fight you.
I know, but this was already done at the time. Like, it already happened.
Fuck you bitching about. Go get a slice and shut the fuck up.
It was just this, like, you're like, fuck. And the one kid who apologized. But then I just like, you're fucking.
Coffee in the face.
I mean, if I was going to fight 3 guys? 3 children?
I think you would be in trouble if you scalded one of them in the eye.
If they squared up with me?
I still think you're going to jail for fighting minors.
I'm okay with that. I'm just not getting my ass kicked by 3 minors. I'll serve my nickel. What are you, nuts? I ain't getting... This one kid would have fucked me. He looked like every one of my cousins. No fucking way.
Man, remind me not to mess with you. That coffee.
I don't think that's every, like, self-defense thing ever. That douse them. One of them was going to bitch up.
Probably the one who said sorry.
Yeah, the one who said sorry wasn't going to squabble with me.
You hit him. I said, I'm sorry, sir.
I'm sorry.
You fucking blind again.
I'm just saying, if I'm squaring up, if there's 2 guys, I got the dog, too. Starts biting me.
Hold on. So now you're scalding one of these kids and you're sicking a dog on them.
He wouldn't listen. But if I start squaring up.
The kid or the dog?
The dog. The kids don't listen. That's proven. These kids. These are bad seeds.
Trying to throw coffee in his eyes.
Yeah, you got to buy yourself a minute. 10 seconds. Also, these kids are like full-blown roughhousing. They're already charged up. You know what I mean? They're blood in the water.
That's your first coffee of the day.
That was actually my 3rd. Running pretty. All right, we got to wrap it up.
Gang, love you. See you tomorrow.
Peace.